everyone, I am at the Golden Temple. I decided, oh, there's Lusty. I decided to be like a tourist in my own city. Also, I had to get some work done, and there's like a Starbucks here, so that was my ulterior motive to come here. I don't think I'll be allowed to take videos inside, but I can like try to sneak in some B-roll if that's a possibility. But yeah, I'm already debuting my pants, the loose wide-legged 90s pants I got from H&M yesterday. And yeah, I was waiting to like wear them with something new, but I just got so excited and it's like the weekend, so I decided to do it today. And yeah, Golden Temple is pretty touristy and historic, and Amritsar, like my hometown, is known for it. So I come here pretty often. Today I thought I'll bring you with me. There was some controversy about someone doing yoga inside the temple. So since then, I think making videos is not allowed, which is why the camera might be a little shaky. And if I was holding a selfie stick, I think they would have just nixed the idea of me even going inside. So that is the reason I'm just walking with this on my face. And yeah, I will see you inside. Alright, like I said, there was no video allowed at that point, but I can include some pictures that I took. There were a lot of tourists. I asked a couple of them to take a picture of me. I'm showing you that Starbucks, but I didn't really go in there. I ditched that plan because the work I had to do, my PR, my pull request on GitHub was yet to be approved. So I had some buffer time that I decided to go get foods, get lunch, and then come back to be productive. But yeah, basically there is like this dhaba called Kesar Dhaba, which is very famous. There are some other ones as well, but Kesar is something that I haven't been to in ages. Yeah, basically the only time we go there is if there's a tourist visiting us, and since I'm playing tourist myself today, I decided to go in by myself for a solo lunch.
Alright, the PR has been approved. Time to get to work and make up for those hours I spent at Kesar. That's my to do list. I also keep a book with me because, so I've noticed if I'm taking a break, I'd much rather like read a few chapters of a book instead of just scrolling reels because then I really break my flow state and I don't want that to happen. So, yeah, pro tip, carry a book instead of going on your phone if you are waiting for your data to load or something. And yeah, that was me charging my computer. I think like people are not used to over here for like people like me to sit for a long time. So I'm really just about, I left pretty quick even if I had to charge my computer. But as soon as they see that charger come out, I feel like they start giving you looks and it's just better to just not be there. So yeah. Alright, at this point, I came home and indulged in some of my hobbies. I really like to do this, like collecting tickets and receipts and like putting it in my scrapbook. Like, I'm becoming like I don't know, I was gonna say teen grandma, that sounds wrong. But basically, what I'm trying to say is I'm becoming one of those people who does like teenager, adolescence, arts and crafts whilst being a grandma, as in I stay at home instead of going out at night. You know what I'm trying to say. So, me and my grandma hobbies that teenagers do, or I don't know, don't try to read my journal. But me and my grandma hobbies against the world. Basically, I did some junk journaling, is what's this called, and then I did some embroidering and making some homemade candles. I just like to keep busy, and I don't, aside from coffee, I don't go out as much. I guess I want to low key, but I don't have like a whole lot of friends in this town. I do have that one friend that you saw when I was in Delhi. He's from Amritsar, but again, he lives in Delhi like most working people do. And any attempts to make friends in Amritsar has just ended in me meeting up with people who I don't match with. Friendship compatibility is also a thing. But that doesn't mean that life has to be boring or lackluster. You can just keep yourself busy in a bunch of hobbies, like me doing candle making here. And not everything in life has to be like aesthetic and just traveling all the time. Boredom or whatever, just dilly dallying and just being in your so called boring hometown or supposed boring life, or just doing sorting and cleaning like I'm about to do with my makeup. All of that is also fun. If you want to make it fun, it can be fun. Just put on a good podcast. I guess that is something that I used to do anyways, even if I was living in US or Europe, because you have to do your own chores and then you're also doing your job to sustain your visa. So you are really just doing, there were weekends honestly in Berlin that looked very similar to what I'm doing right now, but in a different geographic location. So yeah, just being busy, maybe not melting candles to repurpose them into a new candle. That is like a very vela hobby. But yeah, just doing chores after doing your day job. Maybe a little bit of socializing here and there, but making friends as an adult is hard in any city. Even if I were to go to Bombay, Berlin, like people are set in their ways, gangs have been made. If a new person is going to join a gang, it's probably going to be someone's other half. So, making friends as an adult is hard nonetheless of the location. And I, anyways, enjoy my solitude, coming up with like dumb, or not dumb, like pretty constructive home improvement projects or like random artsy stuff to do around the house. This is me letting my candle just solidify once again. And yeah, that was pretty much my weekend. I decided to the next day do my skincare and head out into the city for another Gedhi. Life is good. It seems like it's not sometimes because, again, like sitting in your supposedly boring hometown in India can sound like not very glamorous or fun. I remember there are times when someone just, I think in my co working space or someone on one of the apps said, "Oh, how can someone like you be living in Amritsar? Don't you get bored?" And I'm like, now that you mentioned that, you just gave me FOMO. But honestly, there's like perks of being home, there's perks of being abroad, there are like bad things and also sad things about being an immigrant or being an expat in a different place. There's loneliness, there's homesickness. Food is something that is like a huge thing for me. Not being able to get tasty good food is just like a boner killer, even if I were to be lusting over a big city or whatever. But yeah, no matter how good a multicultural, glamorous place where movies and shows have been shot, no matter how glamorous it looks, if it doesn't have good food and if it has too much traffic or one of those other big city problems, I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna prefer Amritsar over that. Having said that, this was one of the only few weekends I've spent in Amritsar. I will be traveling again soon, so stay tuned for that. It won't be like a very far off location. Okay, let me keep it a surprise. Yeah, so there is that. And yeah. Alright, it's time for me to return to my Grandma Hobbies embroidery whilst watching some shows. This was the Mindy project, which, by the way, I have to say, in India, Disney plus Hotstar subscription has a way better return, or like has way better shows than Netflix subscription. I watched so many like cool shows since I got the Hotstar subscription. I started watching White Lotus. I've seen like some really cool movies. There's some really good nostalgia stuff, like there's Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Lizzie McGuire, all of that. I just love Indian Hotstar. And there's Coffee with Karan, which I really love. So, yeah. Love Disney plus Hotstar. I don't know why I said that 3 times. But yeah, I was just embroidering my name in my room. I think I never showed my room in full. Like, again, it's not the most aesthetic on the right, but the left, like this part with my paintings, I love this wall. And yeah, it's the next day. This is the Sunday. I'm at this garden, which really jealous of these men. I think sitting in a park, like laying down on grass, is like only a male thing here. Fucking man. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have said that. But yeah, pickleball has reached Amritsar. I thought that fad would have just trickled down until Delhi and Mumbai. I didn't realize pickleball would reach Amritsar, but it has in this tennis court, and we have it with us now, I guess. And yeah, I had some nice coffee and some fruit. I've been trying to eat healthy, you guys. So this is my attempt to being healthy, even if it was a Sunday. Did some more work even on a Sunday to make up sort of for some time lost with that detour with Kesar Dhaba on Friday, an early weekend. Did a painting that I wanted to show you. And yeah, life is good. I washed my hair, which led to me having this nice good hair day that I again decided to go out and show off with another Gedhi. Anyways, that was my weekend. I think I'd never done like a good full video of me enjoying and spending a weekend home in my hometown. So yeah, that was me. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe, like, share, all of those cool things, and I will see you next time. Stay tuned.